Hello, and welcome to King Pasha's Garage, where we look at another vehicle of mine. So today I'm showing you this, the Chevy Impala Super Sport. I have an S1 and an A-Class. I'll show the A-Class after I'm done with this S1, but I'll show you guys the share codes right off the bat. So here's the share code to the S1. Got it? Good. And here's the share code to this. They're both first gear drifts. The S1 you can use second gear if you choose. I'll just let you know. You got that too? Great. Alright, let's have a look at this thing. Absolutely amazing. It's called Legend All-Wheel Drive Drift. As you can tell over there, it says 1,500 horsepower, 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. Only weighs a little over 3,200 pounds. It's insane. And then if you guys saw the screenshot that I can show you guys right here, I want to just show you guys why I took that picture. Just how much I was blowing away these guys. If you see up there in the corner, you kind of can't really see it really well because of the cloud coverage and they just need to fix their lettering. But that person right there has 530,000 points. So like 200,000 or so, you know. Yeah, 200,000. Thinking in my head, over 200,000. I'm pretty much beating this person. And can we see a little bit better? A little darker. But yeah, absolute beast on that track. It was so much fun taking this vehicle out. And here's a little clip of what I could do with this thing on Car Esta. It's just 30 seconds long. It was just long enough to show my one friend that I could beat his score. Really close to that guardrail, 1.146. That's what I'm talking about. So, absolutely an amazing car. Let's get into it. Let me show you guys everything I've done to this thing. If you want to know the car mastery stuff, there isn't much. Alright, so all I did was I just went around this thing, and I went right to drift scores and called it good. Alright. So we've got the 8.9 liter V8 DSC in there to give me all that power. Okay, all-wheel drive, of course. Alright, stock in the front, stock in the rear. And the only option they gave me was an engine sticking out of the, supercharger, really. It's the supercharger. Blower, that's the word I'm looking for, blower. Either way, supercharger blower. Anyways, got stock tire compound on here. Alright, thinnest tire as possible. Alright, thinnest in the back too. This all works out perfectly. It's got the TC105 ends. They're my favorite rims. They're at the bottom, pretty easy to find on the very first sport rim style. Alright, and then I just left 14s in the front and 14s in the rear. Now I looked at all these, I did. You know, they do look cool, I get it. But I wanted to keep this thing as light as possible. Alright, power to weight ratio. This is also stock. Alright, yes, you could have them go out there, but look, you see where it says green in the handle line, the off-road? That means it's adding more grip to the car. And this is a drift car, it is not meant to grip. It is meant to slide, alright? Same as that. For some reason, makes off-road better, alright? But by leaving those inwards, I feel like I'm able to push out more points doing it that way. just got a stock transmission. I looked at other stuff, but that all just adds weight to it. All right, as light as possible on there. It's got a drift differential. Okay, it's got race brakes, drift springs, and dampeners. Anti-roll bars for both the front and the rear to save weight, you know. No roll cage or anything like that. As you can tell, that adds 170 pounds to the thing, you know. And we got the weight reduction, so we're saving over 766 pounds by doing that. And that's it. The engine you can't touch. It just naturally just stays 1,500 horsepower. And it sounds amazing. It really does. You know, when you're about to race, you can just hear just like, you know, make its noises. Either way, here is my tune. Okay. First is primary. Here, that's pretty much all you have to use. You can use second, you know, so it is up to you. But first and second is pretty much all you're going to really have to use for this vehicle. This is my alignment. This is the point maker. This is the point grabber, is what I would call it. It likes to grab as many points as possible, and it works very well. Here's my anti-roll bars, 20 and 20. All right. Here's my springs, 369.5 and 349.5. A little different, but I figured, hey, let's change up these numbers a little bit, right? And it's low and low, 3.1 and 3.5. Dampening is 7.968. Aero, there is none, so we don't have to worry about that. Braking, I have 70% to the front with 130% pressure, so I can swing my car quick from turn to turn. And then my differential is 76, 86, 97, 97, and 84% to the rear. And that's the tune. If you want to hear what this thing sounds like, it just sounds good, you know? If you got up close and personal with it, you know, you could hear it, but I don't think you can hear it out here. But like when you're in those races, they have the camera that's at least really close to the car, and then you can actually hear it rumble, and it really just sounds really good. But like I said, you can use second gear and third and whatnot, but it's really meant for first gear. And I tuned it on Cara Esta, so. And then I took it online, and I was just rocking with it. I won all 3 rounds with everybody else that joined in and quit, and yeah, it did its job. My one friend said, "I love this car." That's what he told me, and I was very happy. I'm glad you liked the car. So let's get my other tune and show you guys that. It's slightly different, but we're gonna get over it. Okay, it's first, second gear. It weighs heavier. I had to just to bring it down to A class. And I'm just going to go right to showing you guys the tune. Then I'll show the build in case you want to just skip that. So we'll just get right to the point. Of course, it's a little heavier. But what we got is this right here. So you got 55, 55. Gearing is these numbers. Okay. And then, as you can tell, the alignment is different from the points grabber, is what I would call it. It still does very well, very well. All right, anti-roll bars is 2020. The springs, I just left them. I just took them down soft as possible, and then just started upgrading around it. And these are the numbers that came up, and it works. As long as the springs are soft, you're going to be fine. You can just max them all the way down to soft. As low as you can go for the front and the rear, you'll be fine. Okay. Braking, 7130, and then differential's the same, 76, 86, 97, 97 with 84%. And if you want to know where this tune came from, it was funny because my one friend, Lazy, he said, I took your OPI 4GT tune and I threw it on here. And that's where it all started. So I'm just going to gradually go through all of this stuff with you guys. So you can tell it's got massive rims. It's different. All right, I had to add some weight to it. All right, just to bring it down to an A class. Okay, still got the stock tire compound. All right, anything else you see that, it just shoots straight up there. I mean, if I want to go with race tire, go with an S2 class. You know, I just want to show that all off, that your option to keep it in A class is just to go stock. Okay, 205s in the front, 205s in the rear, just like the S1. It's got my favorite rims, TC105Ns, of course. Maxed out 19s in the front, maxed out 19s in the rear. But the track width is still stock. All right, that's where I knew I could get all my points. All right, stock transmission, race driveline, drift differential, race brakes, drift springs, full anti-roll bars for both the front and the rear. No roll cage. Could have, but look, if I tried to just take it up to the first one, it would go right up to an S1 804. I couldn't get it to an A800. All right, without having to change tire widths. I do have a sport weight reduction on here, so we are saving some pounds here. All right, so like I said, if I try to put a race weight reduction, there's no way I'm going to bring an S1 A10 down to A class. So there's that. Like I said, the tires would be just the things I could do. Couldn't really take that one, as you can tell. You can't do that. It will just go up to an S1. The only thing you could really probably mess with is that, and just bring it up one, and you can make it an A800. And you can even, well, you can't go that high. You can't go that high. Yeah, those are your only options right there. But then again, you're also adding weight to it, adding more weight to it than it already has. So that's what you can do there. But yeah, it was just kind of funny that my friend Lazy said, I took your OPI tune, a mid-engine, rear-engine drive car. If you don't know what the OPI, you're like, OPI? And I'd said 4GT. And he said, I took the tune from there and threw it on a front-engine muscle car. So that thing right there, he took this exact tune, the all-wheel drive, except with the downforce. He didn't use the downforce in it. So I started working on it, and like the A class has the tune, the S1 does not have the tune. So you got the 55. Gearing was a little different, but it's relatively close to it. But as you can tell, -4, -1.4, -1.4, 50, 48, 7, 20, 20, just as them. Lows you can pretty much go on there. Same dampening. Like I said, there's downforce on this one just to keep it S1 class all-wheel drive, so I had to take that all the way down to the bottom. Braking,'s the same, 71/30, and then differential 76, 86, 97, 97, 84%. So it is the same tune, just reworked a little bit with gearing and whatnot. But it's it was funny that it put on that the tune actually worked so well on the Chevy, and then I just decided to take my Porsche tune for the S1. I took my the Classic here, this new the 911 Sport Classic with 1110 horsepower. I figured that was good enough. So I went to this thing just to make sure the the numbers were correct. And I just, that's what I did. I took this this car and put the alignment on the Impala, and it just made it, extremely well. But this one has 3250, 955, a little different from the other one. This one's more stiffer, dampening's different. Braking's the same. That's different. So all I did out of this was just take the alignment and put it on there like a Frankenstein car, if you really could think about it. I put a different brain in there, I guess. I don't know what you really want to call it, but that's the mad science that we do over here in King Posh's garage. Yes, we all like to do some really strange things. So I bought 2 of these cars. All right, now I have to, put the tune back on there. The reason why I have 2 of them is so then if I go into an online room, I don't have to worry if oh, hey, I'm bringing an S1, and I go in there and it says, oh, it's going to be A-class or vice versa. I'll always have a car ready. And another thing about that is if you want to know where your car is on the list when you go into an online room, because you can't find it sometimes, it's at the end. Just go all the way to the end, and it should be right there. And what I mean is I'll show you if I can do it real quick without having to go into an online lobby. I'll show you guys that. I can just show the car and then back out, because we're not making a 45-minute video here. You guys are just trying to get the tune and go. And in fact, I don't even know how many of you guys are still watching and listening to me. But I'll just show you where these things are. Now, if it shows S1, then it shows S1. We can give it a couple tries and see what happens. But just go to Horizon Open Drifting. Just wait for it to pick right up. I'm in an S1. Let's just see it pop right up to an A-class, because that's usually how it works on my end. And it'll probably be S1. As I can tell you, it's S1. Alright. Now, you do that. It's never that. Unless I'm making a video, it's always the opposite. So if it doesn't work, I'll pull the other car out and show you. Right? Maybe it'll do it. S1 again. See? All right. So we'll just change car. Go to manufacturer. There it is. Have it delivered. Oh, it's so peaceful. Wait for that to pick up. See, A-class is great. It gets up and goes, you know? It does fine. Hey, look at that. It's an S1 night, huh? Alright. Finding the car. Press left. Alright, and there it is. Right there. Right at the end. That's where most of my cars are have been hiding. I'd be going all the way to the end, just looking for every single car and freaking out. And like, am I gonna get the car in time? You know, it's at the end. Don't know why it's at the end, but that's where it's at. But yeah, for A-Class, this thing's fine. And with those stock tires, I'm telling you what, it slides. It has no problem sliding around. Alright. You're gonna have a lot of fun with this thing. And it sounds amazing. For a V8 with 1500 horsepower, it sounds amazing. It's a drift car, not a drag car. 195 top speed. A lot of fun. Sounds so good. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button. Definitely try out both tunes. I think you're going to like them. And go out there and destroy some lobbies with them. Well, until next time, stay sideways, my friends.